Today, we've got a special guest. His name is Ryan Bailey. He is the founder and chief trader at Vici Trading Solutions. And so let's go ahead and bring him on. Ryan, welcome to the
Morning.
AJ Brown Show.
Hey,
Thank you guys so
Ryan.
much. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Really appreciate being here.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. AJ is from my part of the world, Chicago, Illinois. Looking at your Twitter profile, 18 years of trading experience. Is that correct?
Actually, it was 19 this year. I need to update that, but yeah, I've been doing this half my life now. So
So
long time.
before we get into your perspective of the market and what you're seeing,
Sure.
real quick, how did you get into trading? How did you fall into the passion for it and now still being in the game 19 years later?
That's fair. So, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of it started with my upbringing. My parents, my mother especially, was a pretty savvy investor. And kind of growing up, we had a change jar and we used to go cash it in. And she used to tell me, okay, whatever you decide to put in this investment account, I'll double it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So when I was, 8, 10, 13 years old, we're putting in, I put in 300, she'd double it. And then I got to choose what stocks I wanted to get involved in. So as I got older, and I turned 16, 17, that $5,000 that we invested when I was a child ended up being like 37,000, and I was able to buy my first car. And just basically ever since then, I was like, okay, this is it, right? So, after I got out of school, I was always fascinated with the markets, and I was actually in the real estate game, and I had some money that I made from real estate ventures, and I started trading Apple stock. And I don't know if you guys remember Apple stock, 20 years ago, but it was $700 a share. It was ridiculous, right? It was before the split. And basically realized very quickly that I was undercapitalized. And that's kind of where I fell into options. And it was really interesting hearing you talk, AJ, because I'm a huge premium seller myself. I think it's a great passive income, and I like the strategy that you pointed out. So that's kind of how I fell in bed with it. And ever since, really since the childhood and basically since my 20s, I've really just been in love with it. So
And so now you're running Vici Trading Solutions, which is, can you give just a quick rundown of how that came to be, how long you've been
sure.
running, what the community looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So VG Trading Solutions is essentially a trading education business. I have, like I said, been trading for 20 years. I've worked at a couple hedge funds and investment firm in my career, but institution lifestyle is not for me. As you can tell, I'm home. I like enjoying, being home and being my own boss. So I took the money that I made and started doing my own thing. And as my popularity, increased in the trading community, a lot of people wanted me to teach them to do what I do. So it kind of got a little cumbersome. So I wrote a course, and then I started basically teaching people how to trade this way. And then one thing led to another, and now we've got, you know, quite a few students. At one point, we had 500 people in our room. So
Yeah, your Discord channel rocks, man.
thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, so I am a trader. As much as I'm an educator as well, I trade every single day. And so I've taught a lot of guys in my room who've invested in themselves, and we lead to big profits. And it's fun because we have a consistent process that we can trust and we believe in, and we stick to it, and it works.